So here we go. Display capture. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Pow. There. Right. So it was a Galnet. A Galnet announcement on the 20th of October, which was just around about when the stream was, right? The Frameshift live stream. Great, brilliant, fantastic. And at the end of the stream, they all got pinched, right? And they all went off somewhere. That was great. No dramas there. And it feeds into this. So Channel 7 has intercepted footage of a violent attack on 3 talk show hosts broadcast live on several Imperial news feeds. Now, right, all the way down here, they list it. So we can see that. Let me see here, right? So this is from Frameshift Live, right? No, apparently it isn't. God. Are they going to do it? No, they're not going to do it. Let's go to YouTube. Let's go here. Let's go right over there. Your channel. Right, here we go. It was Frameshift Live hosts. Let's have a quick look at that now. It was a Halloween special, and right at the end of the Halloween special, which was considerable, be fair, right? Right at the end of this, and we'll scroll all the way to the end of it. Right the way here.
And we'd like to thank producer Adam behind the scenes, of course, as well, who always makes things run as smoothly as they do.
The dream trio today.
For sure.
Here comes this fella.
Three of us.
And finally, we'd like to thank you all for watching. From the 3 of us in the studio here, our biggest thanks go out. And
so they're wrapping the show up, right?
Or 4.
Evening all in the chat. Steve?
Excuse me, mate. Can I help you?
Right, so we'll just see that again.
If you missed out on those, then we gave away...
It's all going very well. It's all going nice. They're bringing the show to the end.
Thank producer Adam behind the scenes, of course, as well, who always makes things run as smoothly as they do.
The dream trio
Here
today.
comes this masked stranger.
Yes, the 3 of us.
And finally, we'd like to thank you all for watching. From the 3 of us in the studio here, our biggest thanks go out. And yeah, we hope you've had a good time.
Or 4.
Sorry? Excuse me, mate. Can I help you?
And that's the end of that, right? So their live stream finishes. So you've got a bit of linking in between the 3rd and 4th wall sort of stuff, right? So that then links into this Galnet article right here. Channel 7 has intercepted footage of a violent attack on 3 talk show hosts. Well, it was 2 hosts and 1 producer, really, wasn't it? Broadcast live on several Imperial news feeds. The show came to an abrupt halt after the 3 were apparently fired upon by an assailant who gained access to the enclosed set. Well, we didn't see anyone fire on anyone really, did we? But there you go. The perpetrator managed to flee the building before security could intervene. Details on the status of the victims have not been provided. Will we be seeing new hosts in the future? We don't know, right? We don't know. But first responders to the scene found a digital calling card pinned to the host's dressing room door. Police have authorised the publication of the card's contents, which consists of a single word. And it's this, right? TFZIRQRL. The word is thought to be encoded by a text cipher. It's hoped that by sharing the text, members of the public will be able to identify the perpetrator's next move. It's a cipher, right? So you get that word, copy, and then you go to an @bash cipher, available on the internet, everybody. Pop that in there, do a decode, and you get Garijo. Anyway, if it's Garijo, right? It might be different. I don't know. You know what I'm like on pronouncing things, right? I am the world's worst pronouncer. Right? Here we go. I'm the world's worst. Let's copy that, right? That's a system name. We're going to pop ourselves now back into the game. Here we go. Over to the Galnet map. There's the system. I know I'm only a few light years away. It wasn't just coincidence. It's the accent. You're right, it is. I have real problems pronouncing certain things. My tongue just won't go round them. Although I can speak Welsh. Diolch yn fawr iawn. You know, thank you very much. I can say all that sort of stuff, but the rest of it just escapes me. We're a simple people, the Welsh. So we're going to set a course to Garagio, right? We're going to get ourselves over there, and we're gonna take a look. So some people in the chat have been saying, "Oh, the chat's playing up." Is this true? Is this true? Twitch is lagging. Interesting. But you're right though, Rob Wainford, right? Completed it myself. It didn't say you've been awarded this malevolent skin, right? Which is quite cool, to be honest with you. You know, I like it. You just get it, right? You just get it. Okay, brilliant. Thanks, Jules. Right then. So, this is what we got. We've got an SRV. We've got our ship. We're off ski. Right? So, as you can hear, it's raining in rainy Wales. No surprise there, folks. It's utterly hammered down for I don't know how long. I don't know how long. So, right. We're off. Let's launch. Here we go. In fact, I had to go and find an Oculus starport or a Corylus starport to see if I'd actually got anything from this. So here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Woo. Right. Put all my lights on. Here we go. Meow. So for those of you, I mean, I've got the kit on, but you can see it's quite a good skin, isn't it? Look at that. Woo. Woo. You can see the sort of the jack-o'-lantern face quite distinctly. So, you know, it's all right. It's not raining in Cwmbran. Well, in good old Barry Island it is. It'll be coming your way in about 10 minutes, no doubt. Right. Okay then, everybody. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get ourselves over to that one particular system. We're going to go through the motions and see what it's all about, right? So, here it is. That's the system. Guaijo. We're going to go with Guaijo on that, right? Any advances on Guaijo? Guaijo it is. Right, here we go. Can you all hear the rain? On the roof of my office. Should be soothing. Right? Should be soothing. And I bring that a little bit closer. Let me know if my vowels are blowing people's speakers out. Do you know what? It's actually quite good to do something that's not involving Thargoids at the moment. I think it's, you know, it's kind of refreshing. Right, we're here. So, good old bit of scanning. It does a bit, doesn't it? It does a bit, Mike, you're right there. So let's take a look at the good old system map. So I've done a bit of mapping. You know you're in the right system when every man and his dog is here with a fleet carrier, right? You know it's right. These are the ones we want, and they're quite a way away, right? C, and D. How do I know this? Well, I scanned everything, and this is where I found stuff, right? I don't think there's anything else out there, but this is where I found the stuff. So these are the ones you want in system, right? Great. We can have a look. Very sort of non-distinct. If you look at points of interest, nothing really shows up on the points of interest. You know, it just kind of is what it is. Little station in system. No dramas. What we're going to do, we're going to get ourselves over there. 243,000 light years away. And what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the Galnet article, right, to while away the time. So here we are, Galnet News. I'll turn the game up a little bit. Here we go, so you can hear it, right? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Here is Talk Show Murder Broadcast. Okay.
Talk Show Murder Broadcast. Channel 07 has intercepted footage of a violent attack on 3 talk show hosts, broadcast live on several Imperial newsfeeds. The show came to an abrupt halt after the 3 were apparently fired upon by an assailant who gained access to the enclosed set. The perpetrator managed to flee the building before security could intervene. Details on the status of the victims have not been provided, but first responders to the scene found a digital calling card pinned to the host's dressing room door. Police have authorized the publication of the card's contents, which consists of a single word, TFZIRQRL. The word is thought to be encoded by a text cipher. It is hoped that by sharing the text, members of the public will be able to identify the perpetrator's next move.
And there you have it. So, exactly as I iterated earlier on, that's the talk show host broadcast. So far, there's other community goals going on as well, right? But to be fair, I'm not really that bothered about them. Let's turn the game down a little bit. Harry Potter does it again. Aye. Okay, so we got a few other things knocking on you. We got materials required for Xeno peace. I'm not really sure we want Xeno peace. Do you know what I mean? Let's just have a war and have done with it. We all know the war's coming, right? Let's just get on with it. So we got our flipper down. We're on our way. All right. All good stuff. I mean, again, some people here have gone through this already, and that's absolutely brilliant. I have gone through this already, right? I get it. What I find interesting is that they made a big thing about this. Oh, there's going to be an in-game Halloween event. Oh, it's going to be one. Yeah, great, brilliant. And there was lots of Twitch drops and all that sort of stuff that was going on. That was great. And then they just don't polish it off, do they? You go through the entire, whatever this is, in-game event, right? And then, next thing you know, have you got anything? Is it a surprise? Is there going to be a second in-game event? You know, I don't know. To be honest, I don't think anybody else kind of knows. It's an odd one. I'm kind of hoping there's going to be some more things going on, because if that was it, A, it's not Halloween and it's early, right? That's like your mum bringing your Christmas present round like in late November. Here it is. You know what I mean? Is there more stuff coming on? Well, yeah, I thought so. I thought it was going to come in stages too. I kind of hope so. I hope this is like part 1. Right? I hope it's just part 1. I really do. So we're going to have to wait and see, really, aren't we? I mean, I really enjoyed the winking cat stuff. I did. I thought it was great. What the in-game events need to do, which is kind of what the winking cat did, is take you to places in Elite Dangerous that you haven't gone to. Or you may not have gone to. So, like it took us to that one planet that was zipping round, which was orbiting another planet every like 30 seconds or 40 seconds. Something like that, wasn't it? That was a good in-game spectacle, wasn't it? Right? So, not so much on this one. Right? Not so much. So, yeah, I do like this. I think it fits perhaps the Asp Explorer and the Cobra better than the other ships. And it would be better if I didn't have the ship kit on it, but like, hey, you know, whatever. It's still doing its thing. So perhaps like in future, and I doubt if there are any devs watching this, it would be a great idea for them to say, right, get you out looking at sort of like, you know, astronomical, like these Lagrange or Lagrange clouds and these other stellar phenomena that are out there. Get you out to a part of the galaxy you would never normally go. Make it a quest. Have yourself bouncing around here, there, and everywhere. I think it's... hopefully there is more to come, Jules, because they gave us 3 on the stream. I think it was 3 on the 3 special ones on the stream, and that's like the sort of very greeny ones. And then this, so that could be 4. I'm kind of hoping they start giving out some of the for the Odyssey players, giving out some of the stuff there, because that would really be cool. I really do think that would be cool. It's a strange one. It really is a strange one. So yeah, we're on our way. We are on our way. So the whole idea of this is that, without giving too much away, because we are going to go through it, we want planet B2C. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, come on. I'm not going to the wrong place, am I? That's the 3rd one. Have I got to do this again? My God. There's only planets gone. Right, let's stop. Let's use this. Right, here we go. There's the bees. Right, and we can see we've got all this good stuff here. B1. B3. B2. B2A. B2B. B2C. B3C. Got to get your scanning in. Got to get all your exploration in. I mean, I could have gone to the nav beacon. That would have been much easier, wouldn't it? B3A. You can see there's the trial number 2. Well, I think I've kind of got it all now. Are we all done? Very nearly. Icy bodies. I do like that. Oh, the rain. The rain is just a pain in the backside. It's really loud. Look at that. Let's go on mute a bit. B2C, that's the first one. Let's get cracking. Should be able to hear the rain now. It is hammering down. It really is. Yeah, it really went to a torrent for a bit. So 41,000 light years. We're on our way. Light seconds, whatever. So to be fair, you know, it's my expectations. I hope there are more of these. I do hope there are more of these. Is it spooky? Not really. I don't think it is. Mr. C North. Fun? I don't know. I've done better than this, Mr. C North. 07, by the way. Here we go, we're still hammering along. I do like that. Oh, 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 oh. Yes. Very malevolent. They just need to be doing a bit more, I think. I don't know. I think they need to be doing a little bit more. Perhaps a few more complicated events. I know they're doing it as well so that people in who play Horizons can do it and take part. I get it. I do get it. I get it. How many people here in the chat are playing on PC? Just give me an 07 if you're playing on PC. Oh, Mike's in the system. So, Jules, Mr. C, Paul, Magnox, Marco2, Tommy Ocker, Lord Narco Wookie. 07 to you all. Paul Nesbitt. Excellent. Musette Cohen Warrior. So that's good. And out of how many of you fish sticks? Are you still not on PC version fish sticks? Well, have you decommissioned that fleet carrier yet? I'm not putting pressure on you, dude. You know that. I'm not like that. So here we are on approach to the planet B2C, where we've got a beacon or a listening post called The Trial. Right. So quite a few of you are on the PC version now. How are you finding the PC version compared to console, if you are a console player? Give me... Oh, the people who are now on PC, were you playing before on console? If you were playing before on console, put a Y in the chat, a letter Y. Fishstick has been busy and a little lazy. Fleet carriers decommissioned. I know how it goes, Fishsticks. My life has been utterly mental at the moment. Well, here we are. So what you do is, obviously you get to the system, right? You give it a good scanning. Now I've already done it, so we've got WAP, some of that, some of that, some of that. It then reveals all the areas you can find. There's the trial right there. So we're gonna pop into that. Here we go. It is a beacon like any other. Or a listening post, I should say. Like any other. We've all seen these before. Commander Sirius, 07. Yeah, we've all seen these. Nothing to see here. Anyway. Scan detected. I'm being scanned by peoples. So
Frameshift charge detected.
you'll scan it, it'll dump its logs, right? So, and the logs look like this. It's all the gobbledygook, right? Now when you take this text and you put it into the same cipher that we used to decode the initial message, you get a message, right? Now, for your viewing pleasure, we will do this right now. So, here we go. We'll go on to that. I will show you what I'm doing. See, you can see I've been doing things in my bathroom, right? You can see all the adverts that Google's popping up there. So you got the app bash cipher tool, right? And that's the first message. You decode it, and it comes up with this message kind of right here, right? For every human who ever existed, there is a book of deeds, listing events both insignificant and essential. Within these countless passages, there are many dark chapters. We shall meet 6 individuals whose stories contain a twist. A secret that must be revealed, a crime that must be punished. Death's kiss has been gifted to each sinner. Upon this planet, the trial begins. 5 doorways to a new location stood here. Who will enter them? Okay, I believe some people are getting some ads, so okay. But here are the results anyway, right? This is where we are. This is where we're at. So great, brilliant. Now, what we've got as well here, if we look at the moon, you've got Vardy prospecting. This is where you need to go to get the 6 logs. So we're going to get ourselves over there and have a good look. Tis be on the other side of this planet. Yeah, I didn't have to drop to normal space. They just kind of popped in there straight away. Ah, right, fish sticks. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, bathrooms. This bathroom is my life I'm doing at the moment. I haven't gone for tiles, I've gone for panels. Then she wanted a new sink. Then she wants a new WC. Then it's a new shower. Man, it's doing my head in. Anyway. We're jumping. I know it could be really embarrassing ads, couldn't it? So we're going to slow it down. We're going to take it nice and easy. There's Vardy prospecting. So I typically wait till it goes just level with the window and then turn in. Aim it up nice. We're en route. Are we feeling spooky yet? Probably not. People are also saying that there's a burst of static and like a message when you listen to the We can hear, see you. Yeah, people are saying, look, in the system. Exactly. You don't want anything a little bit too fruity in your adverts, do you? So, with me, you're safe. This has been all about my bathroom. Thank you very much, Jules. I enjoy streaming. I'll be fair, I mean, my motivation has been such lately, because I've been so busy, that I just don't want to sit in front of a computer. So what's wrong with this camera? There you go. That should be a bit better. Okay, we're going to go to infrared. Zoomer, zoomer, zoomer. And I've put a video of this on the channel, but it'll go live on Monday. So this is what we're dealing with, right? It's one of these. It's a prospecting mining installation. Right? Got these little pods everywhere. Great. Fantastic. And each one of those pods has a bounty, right? You can make some serious bank here, depending on what comes out. When I shot this last night, chunks of indium. So you can shoot these and destroy them. Let's get on the deck. Get the wheels down.
Lighting gear deployed.
You all thought I was gonna crash, didn't you? Cobra Mark III. Fantastic. Right, alright then. So, we can see what we can see here. Them pods there, they're mining prospecting pods, and they hold mining materials. That's what they are. Right? Okay, so bonuses to be had. Let's get into the car. We're deploying. Of course, now 4 tons of storage space on the Scarab. Let's get the lights on.
Low gravity warning.
Get the scooper out.
Cargo scoop deployed. Drive assist off.
So here we go. Now, if you scan them, Gallite has been
Drive
detected.
assist on.
Get your shooters out. See that there? That's Gallite, that is. Right? You can scoop it. Not a lot of people know that. I was gonna do a well, I didn't know that video, and I then realised that perhaps a lot of people did actually know that, so I didn't bother. Mining fragments, indium. See what I mean? You can make some serious bank here if you can be bothered. What we got here? That there is a bit of Gallite. Now, as you can see, with these chunks, right? Chunks are chunks, right? Paul, did you not know that? Wow, there you are, see? It's one of those things, you either know it or you don't. Some things will drop, some things will be a little bit more difficult. That one's not having it. Oh, no, it is. There's a few here you can absolutely destroy. And, of course, there's the old beacon things over there we can go and scan. Is that going to fall to the floor? No, it's not. See, some things are going to be a right pain in the ass. And I'll tell you why they're going to be a right pain in the ass. And I've just got to move that over a bit. My camera is not tracking very well today. Oh, if it was void opals, we'd be rich beyond the wiles of avarice, wouldn't we? Right? Let's get that. Yes, you can do some hopping around and what have you. You have got a little bit of messing around to do to pick up these fragments, but the fragments are the fragments are the fragments, right? So we're going to nip over here, and we've got 6 logs to find. Now, I've already scanned them. But we've got one there, right? And there's one round the back here. Man, I got to oil that joystick. There, right? There. If we go to an external view, that might be easier. Right, so we've got that one by there, right? And then you got, you can't quite see it, but there's one there. You can see it now. Yeah? 2. 3. 4. 5. And there's another bugger as well. Where is it? Might be there. 6. But there's 6 of them, right? There is 6 of them. And, of course, there's this thing to scan. Now, I've heard, when you scan this, it says, I'm watching you. Right? So we're going to ramp the volume up over here. So watch your speakers a minute. We're going max volume, right? See if we can hear it. Right.
Incoming message.
I didn't get anything. We do get data banks. Anyway. What, this? Well, this is the first part, this is. He's going to introduce himself. Let me show you the log. Alright, so, into logs. The accused, right? The accused, 1 of 6. So, number 1.
I'm not sure.
So, Peter Canis, he's a marine biologist, right? And he enters an escape pod. All right. Number 2 of the accused logs is Pavel. Pavel Malinovsky. I run a food stall on Burbank Orbital. Look, I'm a nobody. What do you want from? And then he gets in an escape pod. I'm just going to make a note of that. Burbank Orbital. Right, just bear with me. Right, next. So in 3, crying out loud. 3 is Violet Hassan, a design interactive entertainment programs person. She gets in an escape pod. Number 4 is Robert Buchanan, who works in the hangar bay, a mechanic. Please let me leave now. I have a family, sort of thing. Confirmed. Enters an escape pod. Log 5 is Jasmine Marquez, who says, whoever set this stupid prank up, I want you to know that I'm going to find you and break your legs. She gets it. Yes, it is, isn't it? Might be worthwhile just, you know, moseying on over there. Commander Sirius, I'm just saying. It could be something, might be nothing. And then the 6th log. State, name, and occupation. This is Mason Collier, shuttle pilot. Enters the escape pod. And it says, records complete. Coordinates are B3B, which is the next planet we have to go to. And that's it. You got the bonus of shooting the, you know, the mining things here. You got that bonus. Should you be able to get things out of here, like. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Oh look, one might fall to the floor. Yes, we got something. I don't know what it was. You know, yes, you can jump up on them and all the rest of it, like some dog trying to hop over a fence, but what's the point? What's the point? So with that done, I'm pretty sure there was nothing else there. That just seems to be like power in the sign. I haven't noticed these before. Little power box, power in the sign. That kind of is what it is. So we're off to another planet now, B3B. Let's get this thing in the ship. So we got 6 people in escape pods. There you go. Board that ship. So far, so good, eh? Are you feeling all spooky? I'm not. It's very unspooky. Right, so we want to go to B3B, and there's the trial that I've already pre-scanned, but that's the planet we want to go to. Scan that and we get another little message. Right, we're off. Fortunately, you're not bouncing around the system going back and forth 243,000 light seconds, right? But at least that would have been something. They're all relatively close together. That's where we're off. It'll be planet B3B, see? So that was Vardy Prospect. We're kind of leaving that. Catch you laters, Vardy Prospect. Meow. We're off. Right, okay, next up. Jump. Foot on the floor. Now what have we got in our inventory? We've got a little bit of material here. I wonder if people start scanning us and attacking us at the beacons. Hard to say, really. Who knows? So it's taking a while to get away from the planet. It's a big one, all right. Look at that. Nice, though. It would be something if they could have drawn something on the planets, like the jack-o'-lantern, just for this event. Who knows? Ah, I'm just being silly now, aren't I? Oh, 7 Prince. How you doing? Right, we're not too far away now. We're starting to ramp up the speed. We're getting there. Oh, dear me. The Executioner, Crate Phantom. You just know he's going to be the pain in my backside, he is. You just know he is. You just know it. See, it's dark now. We can have a few of the lights on in the background. In the office. So it's taking a bit of a time to get there, isn't it, look? Couple of Cobras ahead. I've got advanced multi-cannons on this. Not sure if that'll do me any favours. So we're coming up on the planet. Lovely. Here's the listening post that details the trial number 2. It's still raining. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to ease in nice. That's what she said. Okay. Here's the beacon. The rain continues. I've got so much on tomorrow. It's unreal. So much on tomorrow. There's stacks to do here. Life is just getting busier and busier and busier. Right, let's drop out. There's the listening post. Just like any other listening post. Right? And it gives us this gobbledygook, right? Which needs to be translated, right? No dramas there. But I've done that already. So what we're going to do is display capture, and here it is. Here is our @bash cipher tool. I've put in the wording up here, decoded it, and it says, upon this planet the trial continued. Testimony was heard, pleas were bargained. A full confession was required to absolve the sinners of their sin. The judge recognizes true remorse. Only the 2 most honest will leave this place to face a final verdict, a chance at redemption. There you go. Right. So here we've got Goddard Mill. And that's where we're off to. Just so happens, it happens to be in daylight, which is great. And the good thing about this is that there's materials to pick up around about this base settlement, which we're going to get to right now. We're going to slow it down. We're going to make sure we've got a decent angle of descent. There you are. It's about as steep as we're going to get it. We're going to slow it down. Yes, I am doing the bathroom myself. Although when it comes to the shower tray, I am going to get somebody in to do it, because I want it to be spot on and right first time. It's too much messing around. But all the rest of it, I'm doing myself. No tiling. I'm going for shower boards, which I thought was a good idea. And it is a good idea. But I've gone for the big boards in a very small room, which is not such a good idea. There's method in my madness. I'm kind of open. Right, here we are. Look, we got to add mill. Not going to need the lights for this one. And like I say, the good thing about all this is that there are some good materials, mechanical scrap, all the rest of it, ceramics, all those sort of things dotted around. And we've seen this sort of base before, you know. And we're down. Not the most graceful of landings, I suppose, but we are down. And the shields will come online eventually. Don't worry about all that. Right, so here we are. Goddard Mill. Right? DBX. So there are a few things dotted around. We can see straight away things dotted around. Got those items. You know the base layout by now. You would have done this before, you know. The good thing for me is these things. It was a good landing, wasn't it? Oh, dear me. So go around. I've already scanned them, but if you're doing this, scan them up. And kind of reminds me of an INRA base, you know, but it's a chemical base like any other, really. Scan it all up and take it from there. So we're going to go and pick up some materials. Here we go. Cargo scoop down. It was good, man. It was a class landing. I should have clipped that. I should have clipped it. I'll pop a marker on. And I've got my stream deck there, but like sometimes I forget to do things like that. Right, so what we got here then? Heat dispersion plate. Oh, we'll have some of that. What's this? Chemical storage units. All good stuff. And of course, you know, you can do the old elite shuffle and go back and respawn everything at the site. There's a comm log there. So a good thing about just driving around, doing your scanning, I've done them all. There's one there as well. So that's 2 out of the 5. I'm more about this mechanical scrap and stuff like that. That's the hammer for me. Another one by there. I've got to get some WD-40 on this joystick. It sounds like a tortured mouse. Out of the comms, let a blink there. There's a couple around here, I know. Where they spawn. Salvaged alloys. Oh, we'll have some of that. Another uplink. All good stuff, no? Okay, so God knows where. Ah, there's the beacon. The beacon bacon is there, right there, look. And good.
Incoming message.
It's a Satec X52, but it is about 7 years old. And my word, I have had my use out of it. It was another happy landing, wasn't it, Fish Sticks? It was, you're right. So we've got all our materials there. Great. You can probably hear it squeaking. But it certainly has had its kind of had its day. I'll see if a little bit of WD-40 will do it. You know, but I doubt it. Back to the ship. We get to the chopper. There we go. Inchy forward. There we go. Brilliant. So, let's have a look at these logs then. Well, let's get in the ship, shall we? Check them out in the ship. Nearly forgot about the logs then. Yeah, it's like it's yeah. See if we can sort that out tomorrow. Right, so for the logs. Yeah, Goddard Mill. Where's number 1? Right. Number 1. This is our marine biologist, right? Peter Canis is our marine biologist. This is ridiculous. Who the hell do you think you are, making us play this stupid game? What gives you the right, shuttling us around in pods like some kind of livestock? You want a confession? That's the plan? Gonna share it with my boss, huh? Is this what it's about? It was a simple mistake, that's all. I screwed up the calibration of a subaquatic probe. Nobody knew there was a liquid hydrocarbon deposit beneath in the area we were surveying. If the probe safety mechanisms were working, it wouldn't have drilled so far into the rock. It's the probe's fault. Always blame the tools. I can't be held responsible for the ecological disaster that followed. If I were guilty, then I'd have been caught. Nobody questioned the report except Milton. And that loser folded his argument quickly enough when confronted. The deaths of those creatures... Look, I got into this field to preserve marine life, not harm it. It's not my fault. You have to believe me. Now get this thing out of my skull. Now what's going on here is... they've put explosives, Suicide Squad style, I'd imagine, in each of these people's heads so he can control them. Right? Okay, so that was number 1. Who's next? Pavel. Pavel Malinowski. He's a chef. Or she's a chef. Whatever. Confess your crime. I don't know what to say. I'm forced to confess to something I feel no guilt for, under the threat of execution. How can you say this justice? This is justice. But then I think you already know what I'm going to say. That man, O'Neill, do you know what he did? How he treated our community? He owned most of the residential areas in the outpost, spoke to us like we were his servants. Every month, a new regulation we were obliged to follow. Constant maintenance checks that were not needed, yet we were forced to pay for. Prices for simple amenities increased 2-3 times a year. Local businesses were charged outrageous rent and expected to serve him for nothing. He fined us for everything he could and paid off the authorities to ignore the complaints. One day he comes to my stall to eat. As I prepare his food, he tells me I must leave my apartment with my family that evening. The look on his face, the smile, that was the devil. It angered me so. Now, I don't get political on these things, right? But I have been quite narked, I can say, that our outgoing Prime Minister in the UK, when she resigned, was smirking. UK people here. What do you think? Looking at the chat, Silicon Grease, yes. I think I have some Silicon Grease somewhere. And Milton, yes, the old Milton staplers. There you have it. Right, okay. It comes to me. Blah, 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 blah. It angered me so. I slipped something into his meal. Pest control poison for the sake of the community. He died a few days later, and we were free of his disgusting greed. I will not apologize for that. Just let me go home. So, this chef took matters into their own hands and poisoned a corrupt landlord that was extorting people at Burbank Orbital. Yeah, I say bring back Boris, better the devil you know. You can just imagine him, right, in the House of Commons going, and I'm back. Because he actually said, hasta la vista, baby. I'll be back, right? When he left. And, oh my God, wouldn't that be funny? Be nice holiday? Yes, thanks. Anyway, so that was number 2. Number 3, what do we got? So, this is Violet Hassan, who's a software designer. Confess your crime. She sells illegal interactive sweets, the kind that people say are rumours. A lot of horrible things happen in this cesspool we call humanity. You have no idea how much of it gets recorded. Police evidence. Blinks following around some hapless victim-to-be. Blinks. Don't know what that means. Ships smashing into the ground or the side of a station. All the wars, the endless power grabs by factions and cores. It's easy to access the classified data if you know where to look. A bit of hacking into the right databank and it's all available to copy. And there's things in there that would turn your stomach, believe me. Sick people want to see that stuff, so I code it into sweets for them to experience. Makes me a lot of credits. Customers don't want anything censored, so I don't bother obscuring identities or anything. Not like I'm going to get a cease and desist. Deceased. They shouldn't have been unlucky. Can I go now? Is this thing you planted in my head is sore? So they've all got this bomb chip, right? Well, Magnox, here's the thing, right? With the outgoing Prime Minister, she's going to get £115,000 a year, Prime Minister's pension. But she's only been there 42 days. And I think there needs to be a detail into the contract that You have to serve for at least 12 months. At least, to get that sort of money. No wonder she was smirking. She'd be laughing her face off all the way to the Leeds. And what's she done? Crippled the economy. Now, I'm not going to get too much into this political business because it can divide people. And, but what a state of affairs, eh? Anyway, this is only log 3. God, we're getting there today, aren't we? We're getting there today. Let's move on. Right. 4. The confessed. This is Jamie Marquez, who's a security officer. You can shove your confession down your throat. Could think of somewhere else they can shove that confession. Didn't you get enough fun out of the first location, watching us march miles to the escape pods to find out there's only 5? Must have thought you were real funny assigning the same one to me and that Buchanan guy. He starts crying. Now, this is the mechanic, right? If I remember rightly. He starts crying and drops to the floor, begging me to let him get in the pod, saying he has a family and all that. He's tugging at my leg, wailing through snot and tears. The other pods take off, the cowards in them, leaving me alone with that spineless chump. Of course, that's why you did it. You know I was the only one to deal with the problem like it's supposed to be dealt with. That's the reputation you kidnapped me for, right? I cracked the guy over the head and left him laying. Got in the pod, just like you guessed. Figured you blew his brains across the ground afterwards. Screw you, go to hell. I'm not saying another word. So this guy here, this security officer, or Jasmine Marquez, is it a woman? Well, is it this person? You can never tell these days, right? Fish sticks? You're probably right there. It's still time now. It's a security officer. Hit the mechanic, I think it was the mechanic, Buchanan, over the head. There was only 5 pods on the other planet. So the kidnapper is whittling them down, one by one. Okay, next up. So, done that one. The confessed. Log 5. Who's this? Mason Collier is a pilot. Confess your crime. Why did you put explosives in our heads? Now you only actually find out, see, that there's actually explosives in their heads. Otherwise, you're going, what do you mean, put that in my head? Isn't it enough to leave us stranded without a working HUD? Wait, until we're gasping for air? No, you maniac. You get off on pressing the detonator yourself, I bet. Fine, I know why I'm here. I've been haunted by what I did for long enough. I might as well get it off my chest. So he's going to confess. Whereas the others have been quite nonchalant about it. They paid me more credits than I earn in a year. The cartel, I mean. All I had to do was pick some executive in a luxury liner, and ship them to the destination I'd been given. She'd spearheaded a new security initiative at some backwater ports to cut crime. I didn't ask too many questions. I knew they'd kill her. If you met the cartel thugs, you'd have known too. The exec said they were going to meet some fancy security company to hash out the customs check process. She thought the cartel would be angry about the new laws and wanted assurances that the security team could handle any trouble. Instead, she found out personally that they couldn't. What I didn't expect was the cartel sending the body to the port in pieces, scooped up all the bits and put them in a cargo canister. When I saw the news bulletin, I nearly threw up. But what was I supposed to do? When the cartel tells you to do something, there's not a lot of negotiation room. I couldn't say no. Please, whatever crazy motive you have for judging us, I didn't have a choice. And then it gives us the coordinates to the final planet in this round, which is B4A. I know, it's a bit rough, isn't it, this narrative? It's like, what's going on here? It is a bit weak. And it's not voice acted. If you're going to make a big thing, right? Voice acting. Oh, it's the Halloween in-game event. Woo! Voice acted.
Landing gear retracted.
B4A. That's what I get about printing. Some things, they will voice act and they'll go all out. I mean, how much does it take to get someone with a microphone who say, right, say this in there. Put a voice effect with voice mod over the end of it. Stick it in game. Huh? Not much. If you're going to go all out making an event, go all out and make an event. Now, like I say, we probably, hopefully we haven't just seen, this is just the phase number 1 for this. Hopefully, right? If this is it, this is lame, right? Real lame. But you do get that. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Benevolent paint job. So, I've had better stories. Not to worry though. We're going to break orbit here and get on with things. And we're heading for the next Mike, I typed it in because I'm sad. I copied it down and typed it into Word this morning. What I'll do is I'll put it on the Discord. Where's the Discord? Oh dear. That's not what I want. I want Discord. Don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. I'm putting it on the Discord. Right, I think it's done. Right, I've got it on the Discord, Mike, alright? Right, what am I doing? Right, here we go. Discord link is in the link for this video. No, that's not what I want. That's a log config zone. What are we doing? There we go. Right. The trial, 3 of 3. So, no surprise what we're going to find here, everybody. We're going to find yet another beacon or listening post, right? And it'll have a garbled message. Now, I've put those messages in text on my Discord. If you're not a member, the link, description, there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So far, an hour and 27 minutes in on this Halloween event. Okay then. Oh. Certainly taking its time. Yeah, and we could be going a little bit quicker, but who cares? Exactly, fish sticks. Yes, you're right. Here we go. We're coming out. We're dropping. Yes, folks. It's yet another listening post, as I anticipated. Well, actually, as I knew. We've scanned it, and the listening post does indeed give us this. More gobbledygook, right? So, brilliant, lovely, fantastic. I got you back, though. We're a moment callers. I put it into the @bash cipher tool. There we go. And here it is. Upon this planet, the trial ends. Verdict has been passed. Justice for all. Did you follow all of the court's proceedings? Will you discover how this story ends? I wonder what your book contains. What moments fill your record? What would you be considered innocent? Something to keep in mind for next time. Well, hopefully there's going to be a next time, and hopefully it's going to be a bit better than this. It's been entertaining, don't get me wrong, but it's not entertaining, is it? So, okay, so it's all going to end on this planet. Right. Turn that off. What have we got here then? So, we have got Downey's Junkyard. That's where we're headed. There it is. Let's zoom past this. Oh yes. There goes that beacon bacon. Birovsky. Right. Jump.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, I had high expectations for this Downey's Junkyard area, and I'll tell you why. I thought, ooh. And I've been out to the Anaconda graveyard area. I thought, well, it wouldn't be too bad to put loads of, like, no damaged ships and whatnot dotted around here. I thought that would be something, wouldn't it? You know, I mean, it would be there, be an in-game event, just leave it there. I mean, it's not, you do the work, you leave it there, it enriches the entire story of Elite. Right? Doesn't it? And I was like a bit shocked how lackluster it was. I mean, it's a base. Don't get me wrong. Nothing to pick up there. I didn't see any damaged ships. Junkyard for what? I mean, there's bits of some of the stuff like what we saw when the Adamastor was destroyed, that sort of stuff, like on some of the planets. But like, I was disappointed. I thought they could have dotted a few crash ships, because they've got crash ships in-game. They're in-game artifacts, right? This could have been so much more better. I mean, you know, it's not like they didn't know Halloween was coming either. I mean, it's been coming all year. Look at this. Nice bit of rock going on there. So here's this junkyard, right?
Landing gear deployed.
So we've got cranes and we've seen this sort of stuff before. Right? We got stuff. So let's go external. Right, we're going external. Right, so what we got? So this constitutes a junkyard, does it? It would be something if it actually said the ship's name that these things actually came off here to get people talking. I don't know, a Raxler 1 or something like that. Like, Discord links in the description, I believe. Right, but no. Oh no, what you got is a half-assed bit of this. Hardly what you call a junkyard, is it? You got a bit of that over there, and you got a crane. Well, I would have thought if it was a junkyard, you could have had cobras over there. You could have had anacondas over there. No, where you got? A couple of cargo containers. You got your beacons, of which there is one there and one there. All two of them, right? And that's it. I was absolutely stunned. Absolutely stunned with this. I thought, well, oh, well, that's just fantastic, that, isn't it? You know, lovely. Absolutely fab, is what I thought. No, what I thought was, what a half-assed effort. That's what I thought. Right, let me just get the link for Mike. For the Discord link, I wonder if I can put it in the... How do I do it? How do I do it? Where is it? Here it is. I should get... With Discord, I should be better at this. Profiles, blah, 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 blah. Used to be a place where it said invitations, didn't it? Invite people. Here is the link, everybody. Here we go. Is it gonna let me? No. It has. That's the link. Right. Okay. It does, Paul. It does. Right. This is just, to me, half-assed. It could have been so much better, so much more. You could have put all the ships in place, like I was saying. There could have been logs to scan. There could have been ship cores to get information. Don't forget, we've had to put up with all this stuff just to get down here. So, okay, let's get this on the deck, shall we? Another happy landing. Okie dokie then. Deploy the Scarab. There's not even any... Well, there wasn't. And people who have done this, keep me honest, there wasn't even anything to pick up. I was like, oh, great. Got the cargo scoop down just in case I've missed anything, but like, nothing in there. You know, absolutely nothing. Nothing to scan there. There's one there. One settlement comms uplink. Nothing around. It's just like they've plonked it in there. Job done. And when we get round the other side, you'll see the second one. Nothing to pick up. There, and you know, you can't even scan that. It kind of is what it is, right? So I got myself stuck now, haven't I? It is what it is. Frustrating. That's what it was. Very frustrating. And what happens? And I'll read it to you here. So 3-3, the trial. Right? We're at Downey's, the final judgment. 2 logs, like I said. It could well be. It could well be. Out there doing his justice. So, so we've got Pavel and we've got Violet, right? Now, Pavel was the chef. And Violet was the, it's not the chef, wasn't it? Security officer, I think it was. Anyway. Right. The detonator will grant one of you freedom. Choose. I hope there's more ship skins. And suit cosmetics. It's the suit cosmetic I'm interested in. Let's get through this. So, Pavel says, what now? She says, one of us has to push the button. What? Don't play dumb. We started as 6, now we're 2. They were never going to let us both go. It says, grant one of you freedom. Freedom from what? This place or life? Tough choice. I can't do it. I don't want to choose. Fine, I'll do it. Wait. Okay, let me think. You said you don't want to choose. I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to. Either my head explodes or I go free. Not a lot to think about. What if neither of us play? Both our heads explode. You can't know that for sure. Have you seen the scar on the back of my head? I have one too. Maybe it's a bluff. It's a good one. I'm going to Hey, why'd you take it? Would you just let me think, for pity's sake? So there's this toing and throwing back of that human condition going on here, right? That's what it is. The others followed the rules as far as we know. Gave the murderer exactly what he wants. We've never been given a timer, so maybe there isn't one. We can find a way out of here. That cop did play by the rules. They're gone too. But that doesn't mean... Press the button. No, I want this to be over. Just give me the detonator. A button press and one of us can go home. Good luck, Pavel. It doesn't have to be this way. We can both go home. Shut up, give it to me. Stop, you'll... Oh no, I'm sorry. So, looks like Pavel, who was 2, pressed the button and blew Violet's head off. After all that, it is a Jigsaw copycat. That's exactly what it is. With a little bit of, you know, stuff in the back of your head. Suicide Squad malarkey. So that was the first of the 2 logs. The second log is here. So this is the killer, right? The trial has come to an end. Pavel Malinowski was honest in his declaration. He followed all of my directives, eventually. And yet, given a final decision to make, Malinowski chose murder for the second time. A sin confessed and a sin committed. I have no more trials to offer. There is one last escape pod. Perhaps if Marquez had struck me with ruthlessness... Malinowski will carry his guilt for the rest of his natural life. Thankfully, I am here to ensure his punishment is administered. The pod has been reprogrammed to enter the nearest star. The heat of judgment will purge his soul. Absolution awaits. So, they're going to fly it into the sun. Battlestar Galactica style. And won't be able to do it. It's just going to be programmed to fly into the sun. Oh dear me. Was it spooky? I'm not so sure it was spooky. So hopefully there's more to come. And when there's more to come, we're going to stream more. Right? But as of here, there's nothing to do, nothing to pick up. You know, it kind of is what it is. At least at the other base. Right? At the other base, there was something to do. You could go and pick up all those materials. Here, there's nothing. Well, perhaps there is something. Perhaps you could just go... an Evel Knievel off that ramp. Like that. Got some good air there, haven't I? Yay, we're trundling off. That's perhaps all there is to do. So is there going to be another 6 victims, Fish Sticks? I don't know. There could be. What's happened to Sally and what's his face off the stream? Hey, you know, community managers, 10 a penny, innit? Things to think about. Is there going to be another video? There's not another Frame Shift live scheduled now for another 2 weeks. Or are they going to do something ad hoc? Is there going to be another video on social media? You know? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. There you go. But that... yeah, I don't know. I mean, no, they didn't kidnap him. He shot him. Or did something to him. He broke in and did him in. That's the thing. And then when you get to, right, when you get to a station, you will find that you get a malevolent skin like that. But there was no, and I'll show you, look, I'll show you my message log. Here's the message log. Blah, 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 blah. Final judgment, so that's where it would have finished. Nothing. No, oh, by the way, well done. You've got a funky skin. Nothing. And usually they tell you you've done something. It takes nothing to put that in game. So far, if there's any more, I hope, you know, they do a bit more. I do, because, you know, kind of is what it is, isn't it? It was all right. Just all right. What do you think? Do you think this is worthwhile doing? Yes, it's okay. It's worthwhile doing for the skin, I suppose. But were you enthralled by the story? Just to recap, what happened was, right? He picked out 6 people, knocked one off straight away by one of his peers by giving him 5 escape pods instead of 6. Then they got him to confess their sins on the second planet. And then the next thing we know, there's only 2. Well, what happened to them? I know we haven't missed anything because it says the trial 1, 2, and 3. I did check some suit customizations. I didn't see anything in there. Which was kind of interesting. You know? Was kind of interesting. It is super secret squirrels. Hopefully there is more. There is more. And, you know, and they all died in the end, but the killer has gone free. You know what I mean? So, something's happened. Right, so. Okay, then. That was kind of the end of that.
Loading gear retracted.
We are off. Little bit funky, wasn't it? You know. Can't remember where I got my ship now. Is it there? I think it was. Let's fly over there, land, dock, you know, recoup somewhat, and I can check the loadout and the skins. But like here, when you go to loadout, and I don't know, Dominator, loadouts. You know, manager loadout. Suit cosmetics. Nothing in the helmets. These are the stuff we had for Christmas, yeah? These are new Arctic helmets. But like all the other stuff, this stuff, the Trickster helmet, which to be fair, you're going to be using that all day long, right? Or perhaps that one, right? No, they're not available. So what was available, like I say, was the skin. So if we have a look here, the ship skins. So they obviously haven't done that yet. Here's all the jumpers I got. Like, I love these. I love these things. They're brilliant. You know, I think they're absolutely brilliant. Christmas is indeed coming. So far, nothing. Right. What are we doing? Yes, we're jumping. We're not jumping yet, apparently, because it's obscured. So... yeah, Mike, I wouldn't consider it poetic justice either. I mean, the marine biologist, you could argue it was an honest mistake. The chef, you could argue, well, you know, that was for the greater good. That security guard and the pilot, nasty piece of work, wasn't he? You know? But even then, the pilot, the cartel was extorting him. And that mechanic just got hit over the head with a spanner by the cop. So, you know, interesting stuff, right? Interesting stuff. So, again, I hope there's more. So what we're going to do is keep our eyes peeled to social media, really. Now, I have got a video of this entire thing going live on YouTube on Monday. So it'd be great if you could show your support and give it a thumbs up and a like. And if you haven't already done so, give this video a thumbs up and a like as well, because it is Saturday night. I have to go in and see the future Mrs. Ricardo in there as well, and stop her watching Turkish soap operas on YouTube for some reason. Apparently this is the in thing and the best thing she's seen in a while. It's all dubbed and it's in Turkish, and I've walked in and gone, what's all this? And oh, it's a Turkish soap opera. Good for them. I say good for Turkey. I'm not entirely sure what she's watching it on. YouTube, I think it was. I think it was Netflix, but who knows? There you go. Not my particular cup of tea. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to watch tonight. I have been watching Andor. I've really enjoyed that. I think it's gritty and all that. Some of the Star Wars fans, oh, I don't like it. Oh, it's not doing very well. No, this is Star Wars lore, right? This is some good stuff. I watched She-Hulk because I kind of thought, well, I have to watch She-Hulk because I want to, because I want to see what happens, right? A few little twists there, but is it done? Apparently, it's got a season 2 coming. I did finish Only Murders in the Building. Season 2 of that. I know it's been renewed for season 3. Fantastic. I would highly recommend that if you've got access to that particular show. And I'm watching The Old Man on Amazon Prime at the moment because that's got Jeff Bridges in it. And that's quite good. Sort of like clandestine spy thriller, that sort of stuff. He's old, he can still do it. A little bit implausible. But you know, it's good quality entertainment. There's some good things to watch. And of course, and then coming up this month, Black Adam's on, isn't it? In the cinema for release. And that could be quite good. You know? It sure needs an injection, the DC universe, at least, doesn't it? So I hope that goes good. For, you know, not only for that Dwayne Johnson, you know, but also the DC universe as well, I think. I think it needs a good injection of stuff. And the films I've seen. Do you know what? I haven't watched any. I watched Rings of Power. Really thrilled about that. I thought that was really good. And then I watched... fish sticks. Getting baked and watching foreign soap operas and then trying to understand what's going on because you're just picking up on things. For all I know, that's what she's doing. I don't know. So they're getting baked. There's more than likely a bottle of wine involved. Rings of Power, really enjoyed that. Can't wait for that to come back. Although a glacial start for 5 episodes. All happened in the last, didn't it? And then we've got House of Dragons, which I think the last one is on tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Or in the States it comes down tonight. Oh, tomorrow night, doesn't it? About 2 o'clock in the morning. Till Monday, technically. But I've enjoyed that. I think it's all going to kick off. In fact, I hope it kicks off. Because you get the dragons out. Weapons of mass destruction are dragons, aren't they? That's what it's all about there. So some things to watch. Some things going on. There's the station. Right, let's park this crate in there. Where's the entrance? I'm all over the place now. There it is.
Please throttle back on approach, Commander. Excessive speeding will not be tolerated.
Excessive speeding
Request has been approved.
will not be tolerated, everyone. Pad number 29, please. There it is. Right in the back. You're right, he looked like a zombie near the end. What was it? Did Otto Hightower poison him on the slow poison? The sort of like, get rid of him so we could get his house in there. You never know, do you? You never know.
Landing safely completed. Lockdown procedure initiated.
So, we're just going to check out the livery section just to make sure that there's anything else going on here. But I'm pretty sure there was nothing else going on there. There was the malevolent ship kit, and that was that. Oh yeah, exactly. So there you go. Cobra Mark 3. What we got? That is the only, well, that one you got for watching the stream, right? And that's what you got for, I think, completing this process we've just been on. So that's kind of something, isn't it? And there you go. And that's the end of that, everybody. I have landed. Other ships are stored here as well. So I've got an Anaconda, a double-barreled Badger. Let's use that ship. Let's see what this skin looks like on that. Because might as well, you know. It's taking its time. Oh, it's taking its time. House of Dragons I've really enjoyed. I know, 50. I'm like, well, I'm 51. Christ, like, what's that all about? Right, so here we are, Starport Services, into delivery, into the Anaconda, right in there, and you can see there's the green one, and there's the malevolent one. That one, I feel, you could use at any time, right? This one here, I don't know, it does seem quite seasonal. We'll plonk it on anyway. Right, so there you have it. I'm done. If you go to the contact section into administration, just to make sure nothing. Oh, we got some intel packages there. Might as well hand them in. There's no combat bonds. We haven't shot anyone. There's no power contact stuff here either. There's quite literally nothing to do. I could sell those items that I picked up right at the beginning. Bit of cobalt. You know, might just about cover the fuel in the ship. And that's it. There's absolutely nothing else to do so far. So everyone, thanks very much for keeping me company by doing this. I hope you enjoyed the stream in doing the Halloween 3308 first. I hope it's the first part of their Halloween shenanigans. It's been okay. You know, let me know in the comments what you thought. Hit like if you haven't already done so, and also hit subscribe if you haven't done so as well, because every little helps, right? Certainly helps me. Unfortunately, I'm not deemed worthy enough to have drops on my stream, so we'll have to see about that, won't we? Eh? They have their favourites. But anyway, no worries. Walkthrough complete. There it is. Have a fantastic remainder of your Saturday and weekend. And when things happen, hopefully rest assured I'll be around next week and be able to do a stream and a video. Video walkthrough on this will be available on YouTube on Monday, with some voice acting in there as well. I've done text-to-speech and what have you. Please give that a like and all the rest of it. That'll really appreciate it. Thanks very much, everyone. Take it easy, and I'll see you soon.